The year 2020, as we all know, has been an interesting year. But at least there was some normalcy, with Cedar Falls Athletics still being able to have their fall season. And over the next couple of weeks, Sports Talk will take a look at a couple of the Tiger teams. The first sport we are going to look at is the men's and women's Cedar Falls cross-country team. The men's and women's state cross-country meet recently took place in Fort Dodge at Lakeside Peninsula Golf Course, and like previous years, the temperature was on the colder side, but that does not stop spectators and fans from attending the state meet.
So yeah, it's a little chaotic, right? It's really fun, but for someone to show up for the first time and not ever being around it, I've seen guys that show up that are, they've been football fans their whole life, and they show up at a cross-country meet and they're like, I kind of like cross-country. And you get that kind of that tailgate feel, and I think it's fun. And everyone's out here cheering on their, their stars and on the team and all those things. So it's fun.
This year, to try to abide by some social distancing rules, the state meet was split up in 2 days, with Class 4A and 3A on Friday and Class 2A and 1A on Saturday. Cedar Falls girls had 2 runners in this year's state meet. Both girls are sophomores, and they both ran hard with a top-notch running competition throughout the state. The Cedar Falls boys had 7 runners qualifying for state, 5 seniors and 2 juniors, and they were not leaving Fort Dodge without some type of trophy hardware.
Yeah, we always do like a little prayer, and then we do a little pump-up speech for each race. But basically, we're saying, we've ran for 4 or 6 years for this day. Just leave it all out there, and we'll see what happens. Pretty much, run for the team.
Because we try and act like it's just another meet, but when you really get here, it's just something different. And you just got to be prepared for the challenges that are going to come.
I told them they didn't have to do anything different than we did all year. Show up, do exactly what you've been doing. Don't get scared of the meet. Just show up and do it, and everything will be all right. And the biggest deal for us was just make sure you fight to the finish line, and then you can feel good about the effort that you put forth. And all of our guys did that.
This is the last race of the season, and the adrenaline at the start of the race is at a high level.
I got out where I wanted to. I don't know. I guess it wasn't ready for how fast the start went out, and I pretty much, like, when I was visualizing, I got out perfectly to where I wanted to. It just, I don't know, it just got to me. I think it was a little too fast than what I was expecting, and it always goes out fast. I just wasn't expecting it to go out, that fast. Like, I was where I wanted to be through about 800 meters, and I don't know. I just got to hang on, I guess. So
my start, it wasn't the best. I would have liked to be up there a little more at the first turn, but after that, I just had to get around everyone, and then I just tried to go as hard as I could and just stay in front of that pack, behind the front pack. Yeah, it went out pretty quick, but I tend to go out pretty quick, and I like to stay relaxed. I feel relaxed during the first mile, and I feel good. Felt great today, and I knew I just needed to hold on for another 2 miles after the first.
The Tigers finished in 7th place last year, so they changed up their game plan for this year to combat against the course and the intensity of the spectators.
That's been our strength all season, is our ability to work together. If you were able to see the meet today, there'd be guys in front of us, and we'd kind of engulf them. We'd swallow them. We see one of us, one member of our pack move, we all know we got to move. We got to get up there. We got to push together the entire meet. That's been our game plan. It's always been our game plan. That's what we try to do today. This course has some additional challenges with it, for sure, because what a lot of people don't realize is how narrow it is. And that played into our race strategy today, too. Last year, we tried to start in the back and work our way up, but it's too congested with fans and everything. This year, we had to work around the course conditions, try to start up front and stay up front. And that's just an additional challenge, and that's part of the beauty of the sport. You got to work around it.
Yeah, it seems like it could be an okay course as far as speed goes, but you get here and it's so chaotic with so many people lining the sides, and it's not flat. There's some hills in there, and it's the end of the season, so guys get real worked up, and so I think it's just a hard place to run, but a lot of that's probably the fact that it's a state meet, and there's a lot of expectations that people have on themselves or on their teams and things like that.
So it's the craziest meet out there. It's so loud. When you get out there, you can't hear anything. You're trying to hear yourself breathe and relax, and you just can't. It's just as loud as it can be. There's just so many people here, and then the CF fan base is so good. I saw them twice doing push-ups along the course. It's just special to see them out there, because no other fan base is going to do that for you, like the CF one.
Oh man, it's incredible. We go to these meets, we're a little rowdy, and the rest of the state knows it. They know the CF fan base is the best out there. They travel, they always support. I'm surprised they're not jumping in a lake right now, as we've seen before. But when you're tired in a race and you're running through a wall of your friends shirtless with flags screaming, running around, there's no better feeling in the world.
Super fun, right? We have the best fan base on the Go Tigers. Those guys, you know, and what's really cool about that is those are the same guys that show up and work as hard as the guys that were here racing, and so they all get to be part of it and all share that together. So I love it.
Like every team coming to state, the Tigers were hoping to get the top prize, but they finished third out of the state and was able to be recognized by other teams, their peers, and their fans on top of the balcony at the award ceremony.
Yeah, we did get a medal. I mean, it wasn't the one we were going for, but I guess we'll take what we can get. We all ran hard. We all did our best we could, and that was the outcome. So it was a memory I won't forget for sure. So.
Our team camaraderie is so nice. We all run together. It's a lot of fun. It's just better than having someone way out in front and then hoping our fifth guy does pretty good. And we all just stick together, and it just makes the races a lot more fun. You just dream about that when you're a little kid, and now you're here, and it's just like, it's crazy that you actually are that good of a runner and your team is that good. And it's just pretty special. Our first time up there, we came in hoping to win, but didn't get that. But we still have a trophy to go home with, so. It's all we could ask for.
Really, it's just an incredible experience. I mean, my team and I, we've been working for this for so long. And if you would have told freshman me that we'd be coming in here today, trying to get on the podium at state, run our hearts out, run like we did, I would have never believed you. But the hard work paid off, and I look around, I see these guys, and what a lot of people don't understand is it really is a team sport here. You have to rely on each other, push each other, and there's not a single group of guys in the world I'd rather have running next to me than these guys right here. It's just amazing feeling, amazing experience, and an honor to be here.
Yeah, the progression's what you want, right? And it comes with these guys being leaders on the team. It comes with the juniors and seniors kind of stepping up and making sure as we have freshmen and sophomores get older, they all know what's expected. And all we like to do is just show up and work hard and support one another, and they're doing that, and I think they're starting to see some momentum being built from doing things the right way. Yeah, it's just fun for these guys. 5 seniors, 2 juniors, they all hang out, and so for those guys to be able to walk through there together and do something like that, you know, if we coin some phrases, it'd be way fun, way cool, and you're way proud of them, so I love being part of it.
This state meet will be a memory that the team will never forget.
We're such a unique team because we all run together, we all run for each other. So just running for the last 4 to 6 years, we've built a really nice camaraderie together. And it's just like, we just enjoy hanging out with each other, running for each other. I mean, if the big test is tomorrow, we'd be studying together at someone's house or going out to eat together, stuff like that. It's just a really good atmosphere.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, showing up here today, the drive, all I could think about was all the memories, the times we've been goofing off a little too much sometimes, and then all the hard work and workouts we've put in together.
It's just a little different. I mean, it was fun. It just doesn't feel like the season's over. It just feels like I'm going to have another year next year, another chance, but it just hasn't hit me yet that the season's over and I won't be running another 5K ever.
Yeah, I hope they're, you know, I think they all go back tonight. They have some traditions that they'll take part in tonight, but they all hang out. And I think it's good for them just to kind of soak it all in. And to do that together wherever they end up going to school and all that, I think these guys will continue to be supportive of one another and communicate back and forth. So that's going to be fun to watch too.